Hey everybody, Rob from Darkside Comics and Games here. Just jumping in, figured do some Let's Plays, I got some time, and figured we'd play some of Tamiyo's Paradise, which is close to what I have in paper. Unfortunately, I don't have every card um, on Arena that I have in paper. Actually, we'll go into decks. I'll show you guys the deck list first. As you can see, Tamiyo's Titan, that is the final version. Hopefully soon I'll have that up and running. But if you look here, we've got some early removal. Now this is a mid-range long game deck. It is not made for aggro at all. It's got a lot of removal. See the Assassin's Trophies, the Brazen Borrowers, Murderous Riders, the Vraskas. Those are all great for removal. And the key to this deck is the, where are they? Underrealm Lich is kind of the heart and soul. This card is highly overlooked by people, and a lot of people when I first started playing this deck would just let this guy just linger on the field, and after many months of playing with this deck now, people know better. They know to try to get rid of it as quickly and as swiftly as possible. The other part of the deck that is part of the heart is Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. She allows us to dig, she allows us to get stuff back from the graveyard, and her passive ability has really started to come in handy with some of the cards that have come out in Throne of Eldraine and Theros. There's a lot of stuff that causes you to discard, causes you to sacrifice. Liliana causes you to sacrifice. Rankle is the big one, just to name a few. Kroxa, another one, makes you discard. So this is a nice counter to that. But with all our card draw engines as well, Uro really comes in handy because Tamiyo with Uro is kind of ridiculous. You get to search for a card, and then if you miss it, but you happen to hit Uro goes in your graveyard. Well, you added Uro plus 3 other cards. Not to mention if you have Underrealm Lich, you're putting 2 cards in your graveyard every time you draw a card, which every time you attack with Uro is even more cards to get back out with Tamiyo. Now, a couple additions to this deck, or a couple things in this deck. We got 1 Bioessence Hydra, because with all the Planeswalkers we run, this thing can end a game real fast. Rolesk is real fun as well, especially with all these Planeswalkers, because nobody wants to kill them. You got you got a Vraska out there, you got a Tamiyo out there, nobody's killing Rolesk if they can help it. This Ashiok is not the main set Ashiok. This is the Planeswalker deck Ashiok. Sculptor of Fears, kind of ridiculous in graveyard synergies, especially with Underrealm Lich. You get to put 4 cards in your graveyard and draw a card just on a +2, and then that -5 is nothing to worry about. I've used it a couple times. Used it to get out big creatures from my opponents. Used it, get out a creature from my own graveyard. Never used the -11 before, because usually with so much removal in my deck that people don't really have creatures out for me to gain control of, and I usually win before he gets to 11 anyway. Garruk is huge. Garruk works great with Vraska. You can sack a wolf to put a counter on Garruk and then emblem him. Now the big thing a lot of people don't realize that is the best curve out is going Vraska, preferably on turn 3, because hopefully you got you either put out a land extra with a growth spiral, or you got a Gilded Goose out there. But if you go Vraska into Rolesk into Garruk, you can use Vraska and sacrifice Rolesk to proliferate twice, and then you can emblem Garruk the turn he comes out, which makes it really difficult for your opponent because they don't even get a turn to try to get rid of him before you get that emblem. Beanstalk Giant just helps give give us fix our mana. As you can see, we're 3 colors. We got a lot of mana pips in our casting costs. So we want to be able to fix our mana. It also helps thin the deck. And unlike other things that fetch mana, if you draw this guy late game, well, you probably got a 7/7, 8/8, or a 9/9 on the field as opposed to just another fetch. Plane-wide Celebration. This card, when I first put the deck together, which is probably about 8 months ago, it was one that I wasn't sure if I was going to keep in there. This is a mainstay now. This card has won me so many games because when you get this going with Tamiyo against any kind of aggro deck that cannot deal with your graveyard, you can just Plane-wide Celebration, gain 12 life, get your Tamiyo back, drop Tamiyo, minus her, get Plane-wide back, and just do that loop. And before you know it, those aggro decks are scooping on you. Another little keynote, you can, if you have a Vraska out there and a Bioessence Hydra and you draw a Plane-wide, you pretty much just won because you're going to emblem your Vraska, and then your Bioessence Hydra is going to be huge because it gets a counter for every proliferate you do, and it gets a counter for every Planeswalker you've proliferated. So if you have 2 Planeswalkers out there, you proliferate four times, you just put 12 counters on your Trampler, emblem Vraska, it's game. And then the other win con, a lot of people say it has too many win cons, but those are just people that lose to the deck, is Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. He is a little bit of a nombo with Underrealm Lich because you cannot win off his static if Underrealm Lich is on the field because Underrealm Lich replaces your draw step. However, he can still win with the -8, and this is where he combos well with Underrealm Lich. If you have less than 22 cards in your library and you alt this Jace, you win because every card you would have drawn is 3 cards deep because of Underrealm Lich. So you go through 21 cards in your library. So that's a fun little thing. And also, I've noticed lately on Arena, I've run into a few mill decks, and this card has kept me in it as well as Lich. But all right, that's enough with the deck tech. Karn, also great. So shuts off witches, ovens, and foods and all that nonsense. So let's get into some games. I'm just gonna do some best of ones. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's take a look. Alright, we got a Garrick guy here, so hopefully he's not playing Agent of Treacheries, Witches, Ovens, or Dream Trawlers. I get tired of seeing those cards. We got all 3 colors. We got a Goose, Growth Spiral. I think we keep this. I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of early action, but that's all right. We got some card draw. All right. We're gonna turn this guy black, and we'll start with with a forest. Going to Goose. Hopefully, I got the volume on the masters down quite a bit. Hopefully, you guys don't hear the music too much comparatively. Yeah, this is where this kind of sucks. I got 1 Castle Vantress in this whole deck, and here it is. I guess if I want a Growth Spiral, I can always use the Goose to do that. I do have 2 lands, so I guess it'd be worth it, huh? So why don't let's start with that, 'cause screw it. Alright, cool. So what we can do here is we'll drop the Breeding Pool tapped, and then the Overgrown Tomb tapped. And then that sets us up. Our Castle Vantress can come in untapped on the next turn. If we draw a 4-drop, which we have a lot of in this deck, then we're good to go. The other thing, hey, look at that, just like I was talking about. The other thing is I probably could have if I depending on what I'm playing against, I could have brought those in untapped and oh, you know what? I was gonna say I could have made a food with the goose, but I used the goose, so that would have been stupid. We're gonna get this Tamiyo out. Looks like we're playing against a flash deck because Wizards really wants everybody to play flash. It seems like, but we're gonna go ahead and plus, and we're gonna name Underrealm Lich. Go try to get our other engine going. So we got wow, okay. Should have named Disfigure, I guess. Could have killed this Cutthroat. Now, inevitably, he's going to play an Opt or something and try to attack my Tamiyo. Everybody goes for Tamiyo when she hits the board. See? They do not like Tamiyo. She can take some damage. We'll be alright. Oh, what a surprise. They did not play anything on their turn. Wasn't expecting that. What do we go for? I don't know. Let's just plus her again so she's not taking a... I don't want her to go down to 1 and then be susceptible to this guy. We're gonna go for the Lich again. Hey, we got one. Can't play him yet though, so let's see what our opponent does. We'll just play Goose. Growth Spiral. Now, my final build of this, I don't actually play Growth Spiral at all anymore. I play, I just play, multiple copies of Uro. You know what? I think while he's all tapped out, we're gonna go ahead. You know, this cuts me off. I won't be able to play my Lich next turn unless I draw land. Of course, I can use Tamiyo to get a land out of my graveyard. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna kill this Brine board before it gets too out of control. And then, the other thing with Arena, they love to let the castles stay untapped over the duels, which drives me nuts. It's like I can't scry with without 4 lands up. So they're gonna pass because all they got is flash creatures. Let's see, what do we do here? I think we'll plus, and we're gonna shoot for a Brazen Borrower, get a flash creature of our own. It kind of puts the opponent a little bit more on their heels. No Borrower, that's okay though. We're filling our graveyard, and then let's go ahead and we'll bring this in, and we're gonna try to cast this Murderous Rider, see what they do. I'd rather get it countered than Underrealm Lich, and that leaves us 2 mana up. I can just make a food or whatnot with the Goose. It never hurts to have extra food. Okay, that's good. Now that they have Ambusher, they're never going to play a spell on their own turn ever again. So, interesting. That's not something I would expect at all. Why are they playing Lotus Field? Is there... I guess maybe they're playing their own... No, or... I don't know. Maybe they're playing Uro? So they want to have, put stuff in the graveyard? I don't know. Seems like a weird thing to play. Do I block with my Rider or a Goose? I don't want to take 4 damage on my Tamiyo. I think that I can give up 1 Goose. And that'll be fine. And then we'll make a food. Alright. Cool, cool. 3 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and plus. Let's go for the borrower again. Okay, I got plenty of cards in the yard. Let's just, I guess we'll go for Lich. 1, 2, 3. And, just tap this for mana, make sure it uses the right stuff. If they counter it, I can always get it back. They did not counter it, so that's great for me. They might have a borrower of their own, though. They probably do. They're just going to bounce them. No attacks. End turn. Oh, they did not bounce them. They are maybe they're underestimating the power of the Lich. Most people do. They look at the pay for life and they think, oh, that's an easy 4 damage on my opponent. Just building up some wolves. Wonder what my opponent is doing. Hey, look at that. I do like Karn, but we'll take the borrower. I wish they would tap out so I could get stuff. I think both my Vraskas ended up in here, didn't they? They did not. I think what we'll do is we're gonna minus, go for Vraska, and then if they counter Vraska, I can bounce something with Brazen Borrower, which is annoying for them. Yeah, let's do that.
I follow the tracks of the wild.
Okay. Black. Green. Alright, let's see what happens. I don't think she's going to resolve, but we'll see. She resolves. Deal. Here's a great thing with Goose and Vraska. You just sack a food. Draw your card. You got Lich, so you get to look at your top 3. That's pretty good. Let's grab the... Let's grab the Ashiok. We can get Jace back later. Plus we have Lich on the field for now, so we're not in any danger of decking ourselves. 25 cards left, so we're in good shape. No attacks. End turn. See, if they play something, I'm gonna bounce their Nightpack Ambusher if they don't leave up enough mana to counter. Why did that only oh, okay, I see. Well, I don't know. Do I want to bounce the Nightpack? Yeah, or bounce him. I think we bounce him. Oh, we're gonna give him a nice on that one. That counters my Brazen Borrower. Well, that's scary. He doesn't have trample though, does he? Nah. That's alright. Always going after the Vraska. No, nobody ever wants to attack with anything else. Well, yeah, I'll give it my Goose, no problem, that's fine. Another wolf. Oh man, do I go for trophy or do I go for the Hydra? Hydra's real fun. think we go for a trophy. And then, let's see, what else did I get out there? No, I thought Fine Finality was in the graveyard. That would have been cool. Get rid of all those wolves unless they have a counter, which they probably do. What do I want to do? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I want to go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Let's get a land.
You are setting a bad example.
We're gonna try to plain white celebration this.
Is never forgotten.
Make them sad. What permanent do we want? We'll get the Hydra. Because that Vraska's not going to last too much longer. So if this doesn't resolve, they're probably going to get us. Resolves. And then we'll go ahead and emblem. Now the nice thing about this is even when your opponent has a better board state than you, that emblem will put them on defense real fast. We'll go no attacks. Oh, he's gonna bounce my Lich. That sucks. This is where I need something with, he should have done that on my cast, so I couldn't have proliferated my Vraska. I don't understand why he waited to play that, or she, or whatever. Why this person waited to play that. There's no way I would let that, if I could help it, let that Vraska emblem go. I guess he thinks he's gonna just kill me on this turn, which I guess maybe he might. Let's see, there's 9. Yeah, he's got game on me. That's why. Well, actually, oh, Thassa. I'm so tired of Thassa as well. I got a couple. Thomas plays a lot of Thassa, and it drives me nuts. So, swinging at the Tamiyo. Okay, swing everything, man. Oh, weak. So he's got 7 coming at me. I care about that. I could get the... Do I block, save my Tamiyo? Yes, I do. He made a mistake by not going for lethal on Tamiyo. It's fine. Unless it gains me a little bit of life.
Your aggression is noted.
Of course, now he'll just bounce the Tamiyo. Whatever, though. If you guys see some erratic movement of my mouse, I apologize. I got one of my cats is up here trying to get attention from me. Here's a roll list. Yeah, I guess we just... Finality? See ya. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, good. We're gonna take some damage here, but whatever, right? I got an arrow and I got a trophy. So, you gonna flicker your guy? You should flicker your guy. Why would you do that? I guess he's scared I might have something with, I might have a rankle or something maybe, or a questing beast. So I think what we're gonna start with is, let's see, I need a black and a green available, so we'll go green, green, blue, blue, and just go for arrow. We'll get rid of that. This is where arrow is just dumb, because he's going to get me back in this game if they don't counter him. Well, looks like they have a counter. Nope. So we'll gain some life, draw a card, we might as well put it on the field. And then we'll just go next, because they might try to play something at the end of my turn. And then I can just trophy their guy. Let's see. We'll see what happens. There it goes. Say goodbye to your guy. So yeah, this fast is going to keep me in check, but it also has to use a lot of mana. He has to use half his mana to tap one of my guys. And all I have to do is get some more guys. So, okay. Still got enough mana to tap my guy. Trying to figure out what do I want to do. Do I play? I could play Tamiyo. I could play Tamiyo, get back trophy, and then it'll force him to tap. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 mana, and that would allow me, if he counters it, I could put out a Lich again, which is fine. So yeah, let's add the blue. Oh yeah, we always want to do this. Blue, green, and then let's see if he counters the Tamiyo. Doesn't look. Nope.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
Well, he can't play the arrow with flash. Should I get back Brazen Borrower so that I have a creature out of it too? And that gives one less. I think that makes more sense. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I got 5. Whatever. We'll just. Where is it?
Do not harm my
That.
scrolls.
These time limits drive me freaking nuts. And I'm in attack mode, so I'm gonna swing. I don't care. He has to block. And then before blockers, we're gonna draw. We might draw a removal spell. And then we'll bounce your arrow. You got something? You might want to get something. Anything. Something? You got another mantle? Give your guy hexproof? Looks like he's trying to figure something out. Should have just tapped down the arrow when you had a chance, man. They don't know what to do. We got the oops. Okay. At least they were a good sport about it. Oh. He said good game, but... Oh. He gave me a false good game. Yeah, that is gonna be game. Do I have another borrower in here? I'd rather just kill this thing than I'd rather trophy it. I'd rather. Yeah, we'll just bounce it. Oh, I don't have. I don't have a. My Tamiyo's only got one, so let's screw it. Let's just trophy this. Oh, it's got hexproof. Boo. You know what we can do. This is fun. I'll put out roll less. Put 2 counters on our row. And then yeah, I guess that's. Oh, this is fun too. I don't have anything. I want to put. Let's get this Bioessence Hydra out here. We'll just go to combat, attack, and make him. Sure. He has to block. We know that. Bye. And now we'll play the Bioessence Hydra. Plus, what do we want? How about a Garrick? Garrick sounds fun. No Garrick. What did he just play? Oh, it's the Kiora. They don't untap. Lame. At least we don't have to worry about his life total. I didn't even realize it was at 29. I thought I had this game all wrapped up, but this Kiora Best of Sea God is proving to be an annoyance. What do we want to play? What do we want? What do we want? Let's go ahead and get our plane wide celebration. I
have learned much from my ancestors.
And then let's play plane wide. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make 3 dudes and get a Tamiyo back. So we want to go wide. Make it really difficult for him to prevent us from killing him. Oh, nice. Frilled Mystic. Alright. Yeah, that's something. Yeah. That's fine. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Let's go ahead and oh, resolve. We'll go ahead and get Earl back. Guess we'll get some more pressure. We're not going to use this disfigure, this goose, this, or this. Ah, if we had a little bit more mana. Alright. Control of target tapped permanent. That's a shame. Got my Rolesk. Took Rolesk over Bioessence Hydra. Huh. Wonder why. I guess because it flies? I think you want to take the Trampler. What you doing? Got 4 blue manas. Flash deck with Leyline of Anticipation. Talk about overdoing it quite a bit. Jeez. I've got 4 spells that don't have flash. I gotta make sure they have flash. What you gonna... You should flicker the Rolesk. Oh. Ah, that sucks. I didn't realize it still comes back under his control. That's lame. Thassa's too strong. Just pay the 2 life for this because I don't care. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana up. 1 card. I think it's safe. Let's add some mana. And blue there. Let's get Ashiok out. He's gonna put a bunch of counters on Bioessence Hydra unless he can counter it. Just gonna make it tough for him. He's going to have to tap with Thassa. Thassa needs devotion of... God, this thing has devotion. So much blue devotion. Let's go ahead and do that. See what we get. Get some more counters on Bioessence Hydra. I don't have very many cards left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Oh, why don't I have 1 more land? So then I could trophy and Garrick and kill 2 things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that's annoying. But I might draw a land. I mean, you gotta go Garrick, right? Yeah. Let's see what we do. Let's see, this needs 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I gotta get rid of... Oh, it's gonna have it no matter what. We're gonna get rid of this Mystic. Come on, land. Green land. Green land. That's what we want. I don't have very many cards left in my library. Lame. I don't know if that'll save him if I draw a green land. Ah, I drew trophy. Oh! Hold on. 5, 7, plus 11. Oh, he's dead. Good game, sir. He was better off tapping down the Bioessence Hydra than playing the Uro. Sure, whatever. And that, sir, is why you put a Bioessence Hydra in your deck when you have a whole bunch of Planeswalkers. Another one of the most overlooked cards in Standard right now. Bioessence Hydra. I was wondering, I'm like, why is all this happening? Didn't realize why is the emblem on the bottom of the sack? That's stupid. Alright, we got some prizes. Yep. That game went pretty long. I was gonna play 2 games tonight, but that was a pretty long game. I guess we can go see what I got in my pack, huh? And then we'll call it a night. Love that card. Absolutely love that card. Omen's fine. Cling to Dust is fine. Something good. That's a good card. I don't have it in any decks right now, but I'm sure I'll end up playing with it at some point. Alright. Well, everybody, I appreciate you sticking around with me. This has been Rob with Darkside Comics and Games, and I hope everybody is out there healthy, doing well. Until then, have a good night.